Welcome back to our van. It's been a while. We have traveled a few months in our van. We realized that we're missing a few things, so we've added them, and we're gonna tell you about those little and not so little things that you might find useful for your van. And we're gonna start with this superstar. I absolutely love this table because you could cook here, you could set your drinks, you could hang out outside, and you don't have to have a picnic table. Another thing that I'm super excited about is we finally got to finish this ceiling. I don't know if you noticed in the van tour, the first one that we did, this was just reflectix up here, and we couldn't figure out how to finish it, but I love it. It's absolutely beautiful, and we've added a curtain rod too.
In the kitchen, we've added something pretty awesome. Just underneath the sink here in this cabinet, you'll find 3 switches. These switches control the tanks that we have just below the van here. We have our sink gray water, the toilet black water, and the shower gray water. All we have to do is just go to a spot where we can dump responsibly, flip the switch, and they start draining. In the shower, we added a few things as well. Upgraded our shower head with a more efficient one, only 1.5 gallon per minute. Has 3 settings here, and it's much bigger, also like a rainfall. It's very nice. And a longer hose as well, so you can actually wash your dishes. In the toilets, we added a bucket to turn it into a composting toilet as well. Some of you guys were very concerned on our first van tour, saying that we're pretty crazy for not having a composting toilet, but we have the option just for emergencies. Haven't really had to use it, thankfully. And also, we added the frame around the shower, so we framed that all off so it's nice and waterproof. And finally added the hot water heater. We have a switch here. All we do is flip that on, turns on the hot water, also the pump.
We realized one more thing while we were traveling is that if you have wet towels or bathing suits or something that you need to dry, there's no place to hang it. And so we added this awesome clothesline right up here, and it's nice because then you could just go and put your towels to dry or anything else. I am personally super excited about this addition. I get to have my apples and fruits and veggies right here, visible. They used to be hidden in a drawer, but the reason why we added it here is because we were traveling on Pacific Coast Highway from south to north and to Canada, and we went to all these farmers markets, and we got so much produce that was lying around the van, and we figured we need better storage for it. So there it is.
Just underneath the awesome fruit basket that we added here is the 12-volt power adapter. So we have our 12-volt power plug here, which is like the cigarette lighter one, and then also 2 USBs. So it's pretty nice and efficient because we don't have to have the inverter running all the time. We didn't have this before on our trip, and we were draining our batteries pretty quickly just by charging our phone. So adding those, extremely helpful.
One more awesome upgrade that we got is these magnetic baby locks, which are super awesome. We don't have a baby, but we do have a little cute poop right here who likes to open drawers. But most importantly, when you drive on sharp turns, drawers, especially these larger ones, would open up. And we had locks before, but they were not as effective. And these are amazing. So you just kind of put it right here and it opens up. So you can kind of see how the magnet works. And then you can lock it or unlock it, and so it stays open when the van is stationary. And so when Axel gets out of the way, Axel,
your snacks are not in that cabinet.
Not in that, so this stays open. And then when you're ready to go, get moving, you just, hey Axel, I'm gonna close. You just go like this, and then it stays. And we usually keep it on the fridge so we don't lose it.
We have an extra key just in case.
We do have an extra key that's hidden. And of course, the main addition that we got is our adventure kitty cat, because I mean, we knew that we were gonna have him in our van eventually, but we weren't sure if or how well he's gonna travel with us, and he is amazing. But of course, you know, the most important thing, like to make a trip successful with the kitty cat is, you know, lots of little treats, right, Axel? So this is how it's done, you guys. You just keep a bag of treats. Here, turn around and show them how you can eat treats. This is what we take on hikes with us, and then he goes and he's absolutely happy. He could do a mile or two on a leash, and he's a super happy kitty cat. One more thing that we added that was super essential for summer travel are these bug screens, because there were so many mosquitoes and bugs and little flies up in Washington and Oregon when we were traveling. But not only they were awesome for bugs, also for this little guy, when we were training him, we would put it up and he felt safe and protected. He was in the van. Otherwise, when we just opened the doors at first, he was scared that somebody's gonna come and take him. One more thing I wanted to talk about are these awesome window coverings. I made them myself. They reflect the heat and the cold. So this one has kind of thinner reflectix on the inside, and it's a pull down shade. And then these have thicker bubbly reflectix on the inside, and then it gets attached with magnets. Super important to have in your van.
Over here in the back of the van, we've added a few things. Have our 2 water inlets here. One is for the 20-gallon tank for the sink. Got the other one here for the other 20-gallon tank for the shower. Also installed an outlet, which is nice, so when you're outside and you need to plug in something, you don't have to reach all the way into the front or on one of the other doors. Just plug it in right there. GFI switch as well, just in case it gets a little bit wet when you're filling up the tanks. Shut it right off. Also, finished the ceiling, so this part was pretty empty. And our new cabinets for the solar charge controller. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but it was pretty much just exposed and it wasn't very pretty. So we covered that up. Also added a switch for the inverter, so you can just flip it on right there without getting the bench.